Hey, small group leaders, I want to talk to you about inviting a new person to your small group. If you've ever been that person, you know how awkward it can be to walk into someone's house for the very first time. You don't know anyone, and you're trying to understand what this whole thing of small groups is. I want to encourage you to be very, very proactive. When you get a small group member sent to you by email, maybe I send you that, or maybe one of our other leaders, or maybe even you meet somebody after one of the worship services. Here's what I want you to start doing when you get that name and contact information. First thing is pray for them right away. Pray for them by name. Pray that God would be able to connect them quickly to your group. Pray that there would be just a redeeming work through your group in their life, and so pray for them. Secondly, I want you to invite them to meet personally outside of the small group setting. So if they're walking into your group for the first time and that's the first time you're meeting to them, that again, that's the awkward point. I would say find a time. Maybe it's after one of the worship services. Maybe it's Starbucks the week before. Or maybe it's a couple of hours before the small group starts. Invite them over. Introduce yourself personally. Tell them a little bit about your group. And then here's the other thing is explain to them what the group's going to be like. Make sure they understand, here's how the group format works. Here's some of the pieces that happen in the small group. Here's what to expect when you come. Fourthly, communicate it to the small group. Make sure they know when they arrive that week that someone new is going to be there. Tell them maybe a little bit about the person that you've known, and then say, I want to introduce them to you. And so when they come to group, introduce every single person by name. Make sure they know, hey, this is the couple that I told you about. This is the couple that we want to introduce you to. And let them know they're welcome and they're warm. And then lastly, after the group's over, now they've met everyone, now they've participated, and they've gotten involved a little bit. Afterwards, contact them, give them a call and say, hey, how did it go? How did you feel like that went? I hope you felt warmly welcomed. We're so glad you were there and a part of it. We want you to be a part of our small group. And so follow up with them quickly after that meeting. Inviting someone new to your small group, it's a really, really important part of being a healthy and growing small group. So I want you to start walking through these steps as you bring new people into your small group.